Yo, what up? Name's Luke Kirkpatrick, filmmaker. You might know me from my other works, such as these. So anyways, Mexico and Texas were in a war. America wanted more and more of Mexico's land, and Texas wanted independence. Bringing these factors into thought, the question comes up, does Mexico deserve compensation for the war? First, I wanted to get information about Texas's efforts to gain independence, so I decided to hook up with a Texas expert by the name of Mr. Texas.
Only in America, dreaming in red, white, and blue.
So, Mr. Texas, what did Texas do to achieve their independence, Mr. Texas?
So pretty much what we did, we went and captured Mr. Santa Anna, and we held him hostage for a little while. And I said, Mr. Santa Anna, would you kindly sign this declaration giving us the land that we want? And he said no a couple times, but after a little bit of motivation, you know what I'm saying, he signed that declaration, and we got the land we want.
Right. So, Mr. Texas, why did the Mexican government refuse to acknowledge your independence after all that?
Well, I'm pretty sure that the reason they didn't want to acknowledge our rightful independence was because we captured Santa Anna and forced him to sign the declaration, but I guess in their eyes, it was still rightfully their land. And they had never truly consented to giving us that portion of what is now Texas, and, you know, that's, Mexicans anyways, right, man?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Thank you, Mr. Texas.
Anytime, sir.
Hello, Professor. My name's Luke, filmmaker. So, Professor, as someone who studied James K. Polk for years, how did Polk feel about slavery?
You see, Mr. Polk was in favor of slavery, and he was highly against the abolitionist movement. He felt slavery was a constitutional right. That might explain why he was a slave buyer and holder. Mr. Polk also wanted slavery to expand into the West, which was a main driving point behind the start of the war.
Professor, why did Mr. Polk think that the war was inevitable and necessary?
We sent our envoy down, Mr. Siddle, to Mexico, Veracruz to be exact. We sent him for peace, and we had the highest hopes that he would be received warmly. That was not the case, however, and the war was inevitable because the Mexican people were imposing on the American culture.
Why are we in Next up, I interviewed someone about the Manifest Destiny. Oh, didn't know you were here.
Oh, hello.
Pleased to meet you, Luke Kirkpatrick, filmmaker. So, sir, why was Manifest Destiny important in this conflict?
Well, Manifest Destiny was very important because these Americans, they thought they had the God-given right to go and expand their land.
Why did Californian land cause a conflict between the two nations?
Well, see, at the time, the Mexicans owned California, and these Americans, they wanted to purchase California from the Mexicans, and they had tried in the past, but to no avail. For this reason, they had to take it by force, which to this day is one of the roots of the hatred between America
The next person I interviewed was Hannah Roth. What role did religion play in this time between the conflict between Mexico and Texas?
Well, the white white immigrants came to America.
What role did religion play in this divide between Mexicans and Texans?
The white American immigrants from Texas were not Catholic and were not interested in Catholicism at all, even though Catholicism was the official religion of Mexico. And this created disputes between America and Mexico.
So that's it. That's the documentary I just made. So I talked to experts and made my own viewpoint on it. So take care. Remember the Alamo and to brush your teeth. So, Mr. Texas, can you tell me more? So, Mr. Texas, can you tell me more?